you can support. Going to kick it on the FM. Here we go. Good morning. This is KHEA Radio 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. My name is Gardy. It's a Friday morning. It's 10:09, and I'm excited because we're going to be learning about, well, exercise, I think, and getting your steps in and ways that you can support the community. Good morning, ladies. How y'all doing?
Good. How are you?
Good morning.
I'm doing great. I'm doing really good. You know, I have 1,100 steps in. I'm feeling good about myself. I think I may even do a 5K, 10K, a marathon today.
Awesome.
The way it's working
we have
out.
a great program for you to join and be part of our virtual fun run.
I'm excited. Okay, so before we get into all of this, can you share what your name is and then the organization you're here representing today?
Yeah, my name is Renee Rockers, and I'm the president of the Santa Fe, Texas Education Foundation.
Cool. Renee, you've been in before.
I have.
And I saw you the other day at the legislative luncheon.
Yes, that was a good luncheon, the Texas Little Mark one.
Did you eat the cookies?
No, I did not.
Renee.
I ate the lunch. I ate the important part.
Okay, so this makes me feel a little bit better because I ate the lunch too. It was delicious.
It was really good.
And I had 2 cookies. So I ate my cookie, and
you
we're
had
going to say
mine.
I ate yours.
There you go.
I ate yours too. So we have some other guests in studio. If you could introduce yourself.
Good morning. I'm Gina Welsh. I'm the executive director at the Santa Fe, Texas Education Foundation.
And then we have one other guest.
Teddy Pruitt. I'm just a board member.
Board member. Okay,
She's
cool.
not just a board member.
You say it that way, just a board member.
She's a very special board member to our.
I'm one wearing
our
a special
organization.
shirt.
Okay, I like that shirt.
I'm doing my steps. Yeah.
I like the logo. I'm really big on cartoons, and I like glasses because I've been wearing them pretty much my whole life. So I like it. So it's the Great Pumpkin Race Virtual Fun Run. So for a lot of people, I think exercising can be fun, but maybe for some people, whenever they think of run, they don't think of fun. But what do we have going on? And Gina, I'm pretty sure you're a runner, aren't you?
I am. Yes, it's a love-hate relationship for sure. But so we're really excited that this year's event is virtual because we feel that it can appeal to a broader audience. It might get those people interested in starting to exercise that might not otherwise, or they can complete it on their own schedule. So a Saturday morning at 7 a.m. isn't feasible for everyone, but you have October 1st through the 31st to complete it at your leisure. So, and for me, you know, it kind of motivates me to push my goals a little bit further. So we hope that everyone will register. You get a great swag bag, you get great items, and at the same time, you're helping the classrooms in Santa Fe ISD.
Okay, what kind of things do the teachers need? You know, I think I was talking to someone about this the other day, and Gina, was it you? I think maybe like now more than ever, you kind of realize how much help and necessities, well, our teachers need, right? Because like when everyone was forced to homeschool, I got one child in school, but man, that was hard. And then I'm more grateful now. It's like, okay, I can send my son back to school. What do you need?
Everyone appreciates teachers a lot more now than before COVID, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, I mean, it's kind of sad that it turned into that. But hey, that's what happened to me, so I understand. But
yes.
So how far is a fun run?
So there are several different options for students and children. There's a 1K, and it can even be for adults. We also have a 5K, a 10K, and 10,000 steps for 10 days.
Okay, so you can even take time to do those 10,000 steps.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Unless you're Renee and you knock it out before lunchtime.
No, that was her.
That's
Teddy. That already has 8,000 steps already.
8,000 steps so far this morning. That's amazing.
Yes.
So you're a big fan of I guess fitness and staying active?
Yeah.
Look
And
how
I'm a
skinny
morning
she is.
person, so I get it done in the morning.
Get it done early.
Yeah.
So
I'm
what
more in the afternoon. I get all my steps done like in the afternoon part.
Yeah. And then there's a lot of people that just don't get it done at all. So I guess
But they can.
They can.
They can.
And this is a good opportunity to do it. Can you share, I guess, how long have you been a member of the board and what drew you toward this organization?
I'm actually not sure. It's probably around 7 years, I think, that
Mhm.
I have been. And I was friends with somebody else who was on the board when it started. And so when I first started, I wasn't a member of the board, but I was volunteering for the grant committee. So that was my introduction to the foundation, was working with the grants that the teachers write and submit, that we then go through and try to determine where we can put funds for that fund cycle.
Okay. Renee, what kind of things do the teachers ask for? What kind of things do they need?
Everything, anything from books to iPads to robotics things. That's really big right now is our robotics and our stream program. So it's everything from that and in the middle.
And I see you have a medal on.
I do.
What's up with that?
So whenever you register for our virtual fun run, you can have the option of getting a T-shirt, which Teddy has on, a medal, or you can get both. So the medal, I believe, is $5 extra if you choose to purchase the medal as well. And they're really cool. Really, really nice.
How do you register?
Online. You can go to our website.
You can go to our website. It's www.santafetxedfoundation.org. And like Renee was saying, when you register, you get a choice of a T-shirt or a medal, or for $5 extra, you can have both. And the medal does glow in the dark, which is super cool.
Oh,
that is cool.
Yes, yes.
And
then we also have Chick-fil-A gift cards that come in each race packet, and a Mugshots gift card as well. So there's a lot, and then we have some little surprises in here too. So we'll have a race packet pickup date coming again soon. We had our first one last week. It was a great success.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Jason's Deli. It was awesome.
Oh, okay. Jason's Deli. You know, yesterday I was in Santa Fe. I went to my friend's gun shop that opened. It's called the Gun
new
Vault,
one.
Anthony Macaluso, and it's across from the police department. But I walked in and I saw they had coffee there and donuts, which I helped myself because that's what they're there for, so, right? But they had Mugshots coffee there, so they had a big old thing there to, ready to serve, and so that's just another Santa Fe business doing some really cool things.
Yeah, Dawn's very active in the community. Very active.
So as I was actually I had to park across the street where the donut shop was because they were packed.
Linda's, yeah.
And then I saw Dawn. I guess she drives a Jeep, maybe.
She does.
And I was in the car and we're driving. And she was getting out of the car and going to the gun. I was like, I would have said hi because I've interviewed her once. I've never met her in person, but we did a virtual.
Super fun. Go to the coffee shop, have a cup of coffee, and sit there and socialize with her for a long time.
And now she has those bottled coffees, which are amazing. So they have flavored bottled coffees, or you can just get the cold brew and add in your own flavorings. But yeah, so those are great to just grab and go. Yeah, we love Mugshots.
Whenever y'all go and ask these businesses, I know you said like Chick-fil-A, Mugshots, are most businesses wanting to support the school system and the teachers?
Absolutely. Overwhelming support for sure.
That's awesome. Okay. You know, Renee, why did you get involved with the Education Foundation? What is it?
Actually, I had somebody ask me that question, and I didn't even have a child at all. I wasn't even pregnant with my son, who's now 4. And somebody asked me, like, why are you involved in something when you don't even have a kid? And it's because it's the school that I went and I graduated from. I wanted to give back to what they had given me to go to college and to be successful and in the job that I'm in now. So it's just something that was no-brainer. Like, I just want to be part of an organization that helps teachers, that helps students. I come from a family of nothing but educators. Both my mom, my sister-in-law are junior high counselors. I've had multiple family members who are in education. My best friends are in principals. So it was a no-brainer for me to be part of this organization.
And you work for a really cool organization right now. But is there ever any, I mean, what you're doing right now is helping education, but in the future, do you ever think like, hey, maybe I'll be a counselor or do that on the side or just keep doing what you're doing? What do you think?
I'd rather not comment on that. I'd rather keep my job right now at Texas First. But there was a point in time where I wanted to be a third grade teacher. That was kind of like my dream job, was to do third grade teaching. And then in high school, I got involved with Texas First Bank and been there pretty much ever since.
Why third grade?
I love my third grade teacher, and she's still, actually, I think she just retired, is Miss Brantley. She's been at Santa Fe for a very, very long time. See? Yes. I loved her, and she would have students come and visit her. So when I left third grade and went to fourth grade, I'd come back and visit her as well. And ever since then, I just wanted to do third grade.
Yeah. You know, Gina, you have 2 sons that go to Santa Fe. So I'm guessing that's probably why you got involved. How has that been?
Absolutely. So ever since they started kindergarten, I kept looking for ways to get involved and trying to, kind of uncover those pathways. And finally, Matt Crable invited me to join the board, and it was the best decision I ever made. It's the very first meeting, I knew that this organization was something really special, and the work that they do just, it really impacts my kids. And so I wanted to not only impact my kids, but the entire school district.
And I actually just moved to Santa Fe so that my son can go to the Santa Fe School District.
So he's 4. Yeah. Will he start next year?
He'll start next year.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Gina, what are some things, I guess, was there anything that was eye-opening for you just whenever you're on the board and seeing the needs or the way that y'all are able to help that you didn't realize when you were just a parent?
Absolutely. I mean, I didn't even know that the organization existed before I was invited to be a part of it. And I wish that I had known sooner. And just knowing the support that is given to the teachers and educators and support staff, and the networking with the businesses to make that happen was very, very unique.
Okay.
And what helps our organization is we have such a great relationship with the superintendent, Dr. Wall, and also with our current board of trustees as well. We have at least one board of trustee come to every single one of our board meetings and very involved.
Okay.
And it helps bridge that relationship.
Absolutely.
Cool.
And that support.
Right now it's 10:19. This is KHEA Radio.com, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. We're going to take a quick break on the FM. We're going to keep it going live on social media. So if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, feel free to share it out. You can also ask questions and be interactive. All right, so we're still live on YouTube, Facebook, Periscope right now. So just so y'all are aware. But we're not on the FM right now. But then we can come back on and keep talking about everything else. Okay. I just like to remind people, because sometimes I'll say it, and then they're like, "Oh, we're done, we're off," or like say something like, "No, we're live, 100%." Like people are watching right now. Yeah. So, What's up, people? Cool. So the event, the 1st through the 31st, and what did we say today was? The 23rd. Mm-hmm. So people can still sign up, but they got about a week to complete all the steps and everything they need to, right?
Yeah. They can even sign up on the 31st and get that 1K, 5K done that day.
Where did the idea come to make it virtual?
COVID.
Well, we have.
Well, I know. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Which y'all could have said, okay, well, we can't do anything. You know, like we can't do anything.
But that was not
an option.
Mm-hmm.
No, so our Fun Run committee came together. We explored the options, and being a runner, I've participated in virtual events before, and I knew it was still fun and a unique way to, to do the event, and we knew that it could be done. And like Renee said, not doing an event was not an option, because even though it is COVID, it's business as usual for us, and we still have classrooms and teachers to support.
In the past, I guess, year or last year, what were y'all able to do and accomplish as the Education Foundation for the teachers?
You're on our grant committee.
You want to talk about that, Teddy?
You can do it.
I was just thinking about the ones we just did, and I'm like, oh, I can't say those yet. Well, I think she already mentioned we get a lot of requests for books, which is something that we've been talking about as well. But, gosh, it ranges from some of the things for STEM, maybe some field trips, or right now they can't really do a field trip, so it might be something coming into the school for an activity that they wouldn't normally have on their schedule. I can talk about one that came through, whether it got granted or not, but just I think the teachers are looking for ways to be more creative now than they were, because they've got to figure out how to cover things. And so we got a one here recently for an operation, like watching a live operation being taken place for
like
a biology
surgery
class. Yeah.
On a
I
person?
don't know what kind of surgery. Yeah, I don't know what kind of surgery it is, but I'm like, well, that's out of the box. I mean, and maybe it's not, but it's something we haven't seen before.
For me, I'd be absent.
Yeah.
I don't know. That wasn't my thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
Pass
that's
out.
a great
I'd see one look at it, and I'd be on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
But that's cool, though.
and sometimes it's for an art room. Sometimes it's something for the band. Just different things that their normal budget couldn't cover.
Okay.
And so it gives opportunities to the kids that they wouldn't have gotten in our school system otherwise.
Our robotics program has really taken off. They did a fantastic job this past year and went to Worlds, I believe. I mean,
They
it
were
was
invited.
it was canceled because of COVID, but they were invited to go to the Worlds, which our program had just been started for maybe a year. So to see that much growth and that much potential, and most of it was funded because of the Education Foundation, was really cool to be a part of.
That's awesome.
So 2010, we were established in 2010. So this is our 10-year anniversary. In December of 2019, we awarded over $47,000 in classroom grants.
How much one more time?
Over $47,000.
$7,000.
And that was dispersed amongst the campuses, and we did a big parade, and it was Christmas time, so that's something that they always look forward to. And then after our gala, given that it is our 10-year anniversary, we decided to go ahead and fund the remaining classroom wish lists that were not funded at the gala. So I think over $11,000 of classroom wish lists were funded at the gala, and the Education Foundation funded the other $12,000. So as you can tell, we love to support our teachers.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's cool. So I was looking at my calendar earlier, and I can't. Let me turn my mic off real quick. I'm gonna have to ask because I can't remember if. And we're back. And we can't talk about that.
It's
so
a big secret.
If y'all can read lips and go back, it's a side shot, so it may be hard to see. I don't know what's going on, and I don't know anything, so I'm glad I didn't.
No, very delusional.
I know nothing. I'm just making up stuff over here. Yeah.
Thank you for not spilling the beans yet.
Yes, because I think I remembered hearing something about like, hey, don't. Okay, yeah, I know nothing.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's
yeah,
what I
moving on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So robotics. Let's talk about that because I wish that there was something like that whenever I was a kid. Because when I remember being in elementary school, I liked science, not like wanting to watch somebody get operated on science, but I did like robots and technology, and I thought science was cool. So I feel like I would have been a big fan of the robotics stuff. What kind of things are these kids building?
Well, I know on one of because after we give out grants, we often have the teachers come back then and show us what the grant money did and how they implement it in their classroom. And that's always exciting to see because you see the kids doing something that they're excited about and something they wouldn't have had the opportunity to do. So the time I saw them doing it, there's a gated off area and they have to program or
control it
at least the robot to go lift up certain colored balls and put them in certain places. And so the ball, those of you that can't see me, I don't know if
they can see you.
Oh, everybody can see me. The balls are like about the size of a baseball. They're lighter, but they're about that size. And they go through and scoop them up, and they have to drive around to where they want it, and they put it on different levels of scaffolds and things like that. And they really did well, and the kids worked together well. I mean, there was a lot of things going on that were good to see. So,
cool.
And like she said, they were successful their first time out. Mm-hmm. So clearly the sky's the limit.
Yes. So here's a comment. This is from Love Jazz. Said, glow-in-the-dark metals seems really cool. And I have to agree.
Then get you one.
You can have one yourself. And here we can go back on the FM here in a bit and remind everybody about the event, how they can sign up. Is there anything else that we want to touch on that we haven't, or just kind of remind everybody of that?
Yeah, I think just remind everybody about the event.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Good morning. It's KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. It's Kickstart. My name is Gardy. It's 10:27 on a Friday, and I have the Santa Fe Education Foundation here in studio where I'm gonna take this camera shot because there's a really cool event going on. It's the Fun Run.
The Great Pumpkin Race.
The Great Pumpkin Race, and there's some sponsors that help make this event possible. Who do we have?
We have Greg Gardner State Farm as our signature event sponsor, followed by Santa Fe Fire and Rescue, who sponsored our great glow-in-the-dark medals. And then we have Paula and Blackie Heileman, Gulf Coast Educators Federal Credit Union, Amico Federal Credit Union, ACU of Texas, Chick-fil-A in Alvin, Texas First Bank, Chris and Lacey Searcy, and St. Elizabeth's Urgent Care and Family Care. And then T-shirt sponsors include Jason Tabor for mayor, Mugshots Coffee Bar, ATP, DW Florals and Gifts, and Amber Madden Photography.
Awesome. So those are local businesses, entrepreneurs, individuals, organizations, banks that kind of came together.
Institutions, yeah.
Financial institutions. That's what I was thinking of because I said
credit
organization.
unions too.
And it's different. I found that out.
Yes.
There's a lot that I'm learning, even today. So can you all remind everybody the event? it's all month long, right? So how's it working? How can they sign up and support the Education Foundation?
Again, they can go to our website, www.santafetxedfoundation.org. Got it, right? You can register now until the very last day of the month. So that's October 31st. We have a 1K, 5K, 10K, or you can do 10,000 steps for 10 days.
They can also go to our Facebook page. The event is pinned at the top, and within that event is a link to register. So they can reach out to us, and we'd be happy to get them all set up.
Yeah.
So the only other thing I think that we could talk about is if somebody wants to volunteer, help you guys, maybe potentially be a board member in the future, they have students, is that something they can reach out and get involved?
Yes. Call me, Renee Rockers. You can reach me at Texas First Bank or through the Education Foundation. We're actually looking for board members for right now for our next year.
All right. So reach out to Renee. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today.
Thank you very much, Gardy, for always hosting us.
Yeah.
Of course. Anytime. Yeah, seriously, anytime. And if you're listening out there and you have something going on that you need help getting the word out, reach out to me and we'll see what we can do.
Awesome.
KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. All right, Facebook. Hey, y'all be good.